Hi. Okay, thank you. Martha, thank you. Thank you. All right. Yeah. Please let's exercise patience. Yeah. Many are coming in. Jumai, you're welcome. You're welcome. So, an overview of yesterday. It was an awesome one, and I believe most of us have learned from it. Yeah, more people are coming in. More people are coming in. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you for turning. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I so much believe that we have a lot of people that will be turning in today and to be an awesome one. Let's just exercise a little patience so that at the end, all of us will benefit from a comprehensive and corporate meeting. I think we'll add like 5 minutes and see what some of our colleagues will come over and join us. Thank you. Welcome on board, Elijah. Welcome on board, Manasseh. Sir Manasseh, Sir Elijah, you're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Sam. Thank you very much.
Good to have you guys. Good to have you. We are still waiting for some of us to join so that we can go together. Welcome on board, Pastor Sam.
Thank you, sir.
Good to have you.
Glad to be here too.
I believe now we have formed a quorum, and I will not take much of our time. I will just go to an overview of what we have gone so far and stir our appetite to see that we have an awesome time and awesome moment to see that we have actually achieved the reason why we are on this call. Welcome to Premium Mindshift program, where it is tagged Unlocking the Power of Self for Growth in 2025. This is a 2-day webinar. We normally host it every year, a 2-day, and by the grace of God, this is our second year of hosting such kind of programs. And we've seen that many youth and many young persons are finding it difficult to know who they are, understand what they need to pursue, and the dynamics of the world we are living in now is changing and moving into tech and moving into creativity and other things. So we find it a dim so that we can be having changing the paradigm and also making the mindset of individual to be alert and to be accepting some changes in their life. I so much believe that this platform is a platform where every young person, will be it you are from the east, west, north, and south, be it at anywhere or any part of the world, if you join us, definitely you have a robust and awesome paradigm mind shift. Now I will still go ahead and explain to also what we are, Premium Mind Shift. Now, briefly, Premium Mind Shift is a platform. It's a platform for growth, whereby certain individual that choose to grow is an avenue that refine and build individuals to grow and build their minds and to see a definite result. That's our solemn aim and purpose. We have our social media handle. We are basically on Facebook for now, and also we are having our WhatsApp platform. Normally, we usually for the year this year 2024, we had our meetings mostly fortnightly, twice in a month. That's 2 weeks once and 2 weeks once. We normally have it second week of every month and also the last week of every month. And through the process, many have learned a lot. Many have changed their mindset. Many have changed their paradigm. And here we are in the month of November, where normally we host our programs. And last week we were able to have an awesome experience, whereby we talked about how to identify who you are, how to know and unlock the person you are. And on behalf of the management of Premium Mindshift, I'm really sorry for those that expect more yesterday. Due to technical glitch, we have to go down and we have to prepare for today. But not wasting our time, our speaker is on board. And if you're happy, can I see a reaction? Or maybe you can unmute yourself and express yourself. One of our speaker is on board and he is going to give us very, yeah. Please, can I see a reaction so that we will celebrate him in a way that he will come in? Yes, I'm seeing it. Thank you. You can unmute yourself. Yeah, thank you. All right. Thank you. So great. Our speaker today is Mr. Samuel-Gabriel Agbo. I I'm going to take a preview of what Mr. Samuel is. Mr. Samuel is a skilled full stack developer combining expertise in front end and back end development. I know many of us will be wowed. What is front end and back end development? With his talent as a professional graphic designer and IT specialist, passionate about solving problems creatively, he focused on building impactful solutions that inspire, empower different other individuals. He is driven by innovation. Sam Gabriel emerges creativity, strategy, and technical skill to deliver exceptional results, sharpening a better future through technology and design. If you are with me and you are happy to welcome him on the podium, please with a drum and also with how will I say with a reaction. How I wish I would say let us clap, but with a reaction, can we welcome Mr. Samuel as he comes up? Thank you so much, Mr. Samuel. We are glad to have you here.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much, sir.
yes, please. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So,
The floor is yours, sir.
thank you very much, sir. Please, can you confirm if you can hear me? Can you
From
hear
my
me
end,
very
I
well?
can hear you, sir.
All right, thank you very much. I'm really excited for tonight's session. If someone is excited for tonight's session, can you send in some reactions into the group? If you're excited for tonight's session, as for me, I'm very excited for what tonight holds. Thank you very much. I can see our reactions coming in. Thank you very much. It's actually a great privilege being here. I want to appreciate Premium Mind Shift for this opportunity, Mr. Ayuba, and the team for this opportunity. Thank you very much, Mr. Ayuba and Premium Mind Shift. I'm really grateful for this opportunity. So tonight holds a lot, and I'm going to be delving into unlocking creativity in the tech world. So before we go on, I would love to share my screen. I would love to share my screen. So please confirm if you can see my screen. Can you see my screen, please?
Yes, yes, sir. We can see the screen,
Okay.
sir. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. If you
Yes,
can
we can
also
see your screen. Just that we are not seeing your face. So I don't
you
know
said
if we can get to see your face. That would be cool.
okay my face. All right, that's fine. Oh, no problem. So can you see my face now, right?
Yes, sir.
All
Yes,
right,
sir.
thank you
Yes,
very
sir.
much.
Thank you so much.
All right, that's fine. All right, so we'll go right ahead. So in tonight's session, we'll be looking into unlocking your creativity in the tech world. Unlocking your creativity in the tech world. So the case scenario of creativity or the subject creativity is actually a vast one. I think that was practically what our speaker for yesterday was on. Due to some network glitches, he couldn't go through all. But notwithstanding, we're going to be exploring more grounds on unlocking your creativity in the tech world. So when we speak on creativity, what do we really mean? So creativity is simply the ability to create. Creativity, sorry, is simply the ability to create. And we know technology is actually a vast field that involves information, involves communication, and so much more. So, unlocking creativity in the tech world, the truth is that creativity is what warrants thriving in our days now. Albert Einstein said, creativity is seeing what others see and thinking what no one else ever thought. Seeing what others see and thinking what no one else ever thought. So I remember I was speaking with some of my students some couple of weeks ago, and I was telling them that ideas are what rule the world, right? Ideas are what rule the world. And in order to bet ideas that rule the world, it's all around creativity. So harnessing creativity is what marks a standpoint in our generation. Harnessing the power of creativity and betting ideas. It's what makes us strive in our generation. So, why creativity? Why creativity? So, creativity in tech, I said creativity is the ability to create, right? So, creativity in tech refers to the ability to use imagination, innovation, thinking, and problem solving skills to develop a new and original idea, product, or solution using technology. Using technology. I'll come again with that. I said creativity in tech refers to the ability to use imagination, innovation, thinking, problem solving skills to develop new and original ideas, products, or solution using technology. So, creativity in tech actually involves problem solving, right? It involves innovation, it involves harnessing the power of our imagination to create original and problem solving ideas. To create original and problem solving ideas. We can tell that in the world we are now, the need for tech cannot be overemphasized. The need and the use of tech cannot be overemphasized because everything we can see is almost getting digitalized, right? We can all relate to the COVID-19 era where our banking was moved to virtual banking from daily transactions, we have now virtual banking, and a lot more things are moving from being manual to being digital. So the need for technology in our time cannot be overemphasized. And harnessing creativity in technology is what guarantees a route out in this time. So before we delve into harnessing creativity, understanding creativity in technology. For you to be creative in the tech world, it means that you must have a tech skill, right? You must have a tech skill. So there are many tech skills that we can opt into, right? So to create lasting solutions, we must have a tech skill that helps us solve problems. So here are some lucrative tech skills which you can put into consideration in delving into if at all you don't have one in 2025. So one of which is software development and engineering. So software development and engineering basically spans through full stack development, just like Mr. Ayuba introduced me as a full stack developer. So I just lost my power over here. So it's my around me taking down my camera. All
All right,
right.
it's fine, sir. You can. Yeah, it's fine.
All right. Thank you very much. So here are some tech skills that you can lay hold on to help you thrive, some lucrative tech skills to help you thrive in 2025. So, one of which I said is software development. So, software development spans through mobile app development, like the mobile app we use are created by software developers. We have game development, right? Game development are also developed by game developers, which are software developers. We also have full stack development that ranges from front end and backend development. We also have web development. And also, the current trend is artificial intelligence and machine learning. Artificial intelligence and machine learning. And some of the fields in artificial intelligence and machine learning, sorry, spans through data science and data analysis. We have machine learning and AI development. We have natural language processing. We have computer vision. We have AI ethics and explainability. Another field you can look on in the tech world is cybersecurity. Cybersecurity. So the more the world is getting digitalized, the more the world is going into tech, is the more the technological space is getting more and more insecure because it's getting more overpopulated. So one of the greatest skills you can harness, tech skills you can consider taking up is cybersecurity. And cybersecurity spans through just protecting the vulnerability of softwares and IoT systems. So some fields in cybersecurity can spans through ethical hacking, we have penetration testing, we have cloud security, we have security architecture and risk management. We have incident responses and forensics. Those are basically the area of expertise you can go in cybersecurity. We also have cloud computing, like DevOps engineering, cloud architecture. We have serverless computing, and so much more. We also have blockchain technology. I know most of us must have heard of cryptocurrency, and I think some of us might have ventured into one before. Like I heard of Hamster and so much more. Those are crypto games. So most of us must have heard of the current trend, which is cryptocurrency. That is another lucrative space in the tech world currently, just like cybersecurity and artificial intelligence. The current trend is blockchain technology. Blockchain technology. And blockchain technology is one of the surest way or the surest way where you can employ creativity in technology. So like I discovered the owner of Ethereum. You know, we have some like we have Ethereum, we have Bitcoin, and we have Ethereum, we have Bitcoin, we have other cryptocurrencies. And actually, Ethereum was developed by a blockchain developer, right? We have Binance, we have smart contract, and so much more. So, some fields in blockchain technology involve smart contract development, like Solidity and Rust. Some of these things will take time, but we'll just glance through them. So, we have blockchain development, we have decentralized applications, we have cryptocurrency and NFT development. We have cryptocurrency and NFT development. And another field could be data engineering and big data that involves database management. That involves database management, big data engineering. We have data warehousing. I will be quick with this so that we'll be able to look into the main thing we have for tonight. So another field is UI UX and product design. UI UX and product design. So UI UX simply means user interface and user experience. So most of these sites you see, the framework is built by UI UX designers, right? Most of it is built by UI UX designers. So they just entails or specialize on working on the user interface using Figma most of the times and Adobe XD and Sketch. So, and we also have motion graphics, right? Motion graphics. At times you see some static graphic design that is in motion, right? You see some graphic designs that are displaying some special motions. They are referred to as motion graphics design, as motion graphics. So we also have prototyping and wireframing, still under UI UX and product design. So we have Internet of Things. I know most of us might have seen IoT before, but we don't know what it really means. So IoT really means Internet of Things. The abbreviation of IoT means Internet of Things. So we have IoT development, we have IoT security, we have smart device integration, and so much more. So we also have marketing and business tech that spans through digital marketing technology. We have marketing automation. We have e-commerce development. Like we have many lucrative e-commerce developers. Like we have some like Shopify, WooCommerce, and so much more. So finally, or we're going to look at the creative tech fields that involves graphic design. This is part of which I am, the creative tech industry. We have graphic design. So graphic design is one sure lucrative way to harnessing creativity in 2025, where you can make use of tools like Photoshop, Illustrator, Canva, and so much more. We have video editing and animation under creative tech. We have video editing and animation. We have content creation, right? Content creation is actually a field in tech also. I know it might sound strange. Yes, content creation is one of it. So no business can thrive on its own without content creation. Almost every business online now dwells or depends on graphic design, content creation, and so much others to make it thrive. So content creation also is another field in creative tech. Then we have lastly the soft skills in tech. We have the soft skills in tech, which are project management, right? We have project management, we have tech consulting, right? Tech consulting, which is IT business strategies and process improvement. We have technical writing that involves documentation and API writing. So, on saying this, we can now delve into what we have for tonight because you cannot really harness your creativity in the tech world in 2025 if you don't have a tech skill. If you don't have a tech skill and you don't know how to use technological tools, so it will be difficult for you to harness or unlock your creativity in 2025. Is someone still following me? If you are still with me, can you send in some reactions into the group? If you're still with me, please send in some reactions into the group. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. So let's go on. So I said creativity in technology or creativity in tech. It refers to our ability to use imaginations and innovative thinking, and problem solving skills to develop new and original ideas, products, or solutions using technology. The reason why the word new and original ideas plays out there, new and original ideas plays out there is that in the tech world, we are going to look into that subsequently. Not every idea is new, right? Not every idea is new. So some are improved. That's where innovative thinking comes in. Innovative and problem solving thinking comes in, right? So like some of us who used Facebook in the early days of it, you notice that Facebook was not what it is 5 years ago. In fact, 5 years is too long. In fact, within this year, Facebook has made a lot of updates and changes to it to harness creativity and interactivity on the Facebook app. So that's where innovative idea comes in. So not every idea on the tech world actually is new, but it is improved. It is improved. That's where technology, or sorry, that's where creativity plays a huge role. So we'll now be dealing on strategies to unlocking creativity in the tech world. We have some few strategies to unlocking creativity in the tech world, and that's what we'll be looking at right away. So number one, we have adopt a creative mindset. Adopt a creative mindset. Adopt a creative mindset. So, like the quote I once said, I said, and by Albert Einstein, he said, creativity is seeing what others see and thinking what no one else thought. Seeing what others see and thinking what no one else thought. Seeing what others see and thinking what no one else thought. So first and foremost, for you to be able to harness creativity in the technological space, then first you must harness or adopt a creative mindset. So there's this popular quote that everything starts from the mind. Everything starts and ends in the mind, and you cannot do beyond what you have already settled in your mind. So first, you have to adopt a creative mindset, and in order to adopt a creative mindset, you have to embrace curiosity. Embrace curiosity, and curiosity involves the asking of the what ifs, right? Adopting a creative mindset will involves the what ifs and exploring of possibilities without fear of failures, right? You have to adopt a creative mindset. You have to be open to new ideas, and adopting a creative mindset, then you must be open to new ideas. So challenges, assumptions, and consider alternative approaches. So in being open to new ideas, adapting to a creative mindset, you must challenge assumptions, right? Must challenge assumptions and consider alternative approaches. So first and foremost, the first strategy in harnessing creativity in tech is first adopting a creative mindset. Adopting a creative mindset. So one of the greatest secrets to thrive in the tech space is creativity. In fact, the tech space is built solely on creativity, and only those who are creative thrives. That's one of the reasons why I know a lot of persons are afraid that in the years to come, that artificial intelligence, that's AI, is going to take over humans. They're going to replace humans and take over human jobs. That's actually true in some sense. But the truth is that artificial intelligence can never replace humans. Artificial intelligence can never replace humans. Why? One of the reasons why artificial intelligence can never replace humans is because humans are creative, right? Humans are creative. Humans have emotions, right? They think with emotions. You notice you read a certain text and it connects with your mind because it was written from emotions, right? So, one of the great reasons why artificial intelligence cannot overthrow humans is creativity. And it's only when you harness this creativity that you stand a point in technology, in the technological space in the technological space. So next, we have expand your knowledge base. Expand your knowledge base. Expand your knowledge base. So expanding your knowledge base plays one of the most vital roles in harnessing creativity in the tech space. Your knowledge either limits or elevates you while working on a particular work in the technological space, right? So you have to expand your knowledge base in order to be able to unravel your creativity. You have to learn interdisciplinary skills like combine knowledge from different fields, right? Combining knowledge from different fields. Like we have artificial intelligence to guide, right? And we also have let's say YouTube is a university, right? So you have to expound your knowledge, expand your knowledge. So there's this saying that every static knowledge will soon get obsolete, right? It will soon be irrelevant. So for you to remain creative or unlock creativity in the tech space, you have to expand your knowledge base, and expanding your knowledge base will warrant you to stay updated on trends. Stay updated on trends. So the truth is that um, the technological space is evolving every single day. It's evolving every single day. When AI came out, OpenAI, when it was created by Sam Altman in the late 2019 towards COVID-19 period, it was only restricted to text, right? It was text based and it was very limited. It was text based and was very limited. So, but now currently AI has advanced beyond text based to both visual and even videos. So we have AI, we even have AI voiceovers now and audios, right? You notice on Facebook when you're going through some reels, you see this particular voice reoccurring in different reels. Those are AI based voiceovers. We also have AI generated videos, we have AI generated images also. So before it was text based, but now it has advanced beyond that. So one of the ways to stay relevant and harness creativity is staying updated with trends, right? Follow latest development. Like in the graphic design industry, daily there are new developments, right? There are new developments, there are new changes, there are new updates that happens. And for you to be creative or remain creative, then you must stay updated with trends or on trends. You must stay updated on trends. So next, in expanding your knowledge base, you must experiment new tools. You must experiment new tools. Like in full stack development now, we have some front end developments like we have React, we have Angular, right? We have Angular. But late in 2009 to 2012, a new framework was developed called Vue. A new framework was developed called new Vue.js. And now Vue.js is more simple, right? It's more simple to learn. It's easy to navigate through, unlike Angular and React. So, but some people prefer to be on static on what was there before because it was so. But it brings simplicity and it helps you stay updated. So you must experiment new tools, like explore softwares, frameworks, or platforms outside your comfort zone. Outside your comfort zone. So you must experiment new tools outside your comfort zone. They might not be all entertaining all the time, but you have to experiment new tools. Just just this evening before this call, I actually enrolled for a course to experiment a new tool in the field of graphic design. Isn't as if I don't know how to produce quality designs or I don't know how to be creative around it. But the truth is that to stay relevant and stay creative, the truth is that there's a limitation to creativity if you cannot make use of the necessary tools. There's a limitation to creativity if you cannot make use of the necessary tools, right? That's why you have to stay, you have to experiment new tools, experiment or explore softwares, new softwares, frameworks. Like I said about Vue and React, you have to explore new frameworks or platforms outside your comfort zone. You have to explore new frameworks and softwares outside your comfort zone. Is someone still following me, please? If someone is following me, can you send in some reactions into the group before we go ahead? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I can see your reactions. Thank you very much. So next we have practice design thinking. Practice design thinking. Practice design thinking. So what does it mean to practice design thinking? Right? What does it mean to practice design thinking? One is to understand, or let me rephrase it, empathize with users. What I mean by empathizing with users is that you have to understand the user's pain points, right? You have to understand the user's pain points and create solutions tailored to their needs. And create solutions tailored to their needs. That's what we call the creative process, right? It involves, it's a process through which designs are vetted, right? Application of both visuals and some rules to get a particular result. So in going through the creative process, first you must understand the pain points, right? You must understand the pain points. So using an example now, imagine I'm creating a design now. First and foremost, I must understand the message I am meant to pass, or the message my client or the person I'm producing this particular design for wants to communicate. I must understand the message my audience wants to receive or are expecting to receive. So, first, in practicing design thinking, you must empathize with users, right? Understand their pain points, then you now create solutions that are tailored to their needs. Create solutions that are tailored to their needs, right? So, we have prototype quickly, so you can build simple functional models of your ideas to test feasibly So before you get into right into creating the main stuff, you can do well to utilize prototyping, right? Where you can build simple and functional models of what you want to achieve to test your ideas feasibly, to test your ideas feasibly. So in practicing design thinking, you can iterate and refine, right? After going through that, you can use feedbacks to improve your solution continuously, right? You can use feedbacks to improve your solutions continuously. So feedbacks are neither to criticize you or just to praise you. They are there for you to refine and improve your solutions continuously continuously. So next we'll be looking at collaboration, leveraging collaboration, leveraging collaboration. So there's this saying that united we stand and divided we fall. So actually in the creative space, right? In the creative space, for you to truly harness your creativity, you have to harness or use a strategy that involves leveraging collaboration. Leveraging collaboration. In the web development space, when like Facebook now, before Facebook was built, I know we all have the mindset that Facebook was built by Mark Zuckerberg. It's actually true. Yeah, that's true. It's absolutely true. But that was the initial version of Facebook. So before Facebook was brought to what it is currently, it leveraged collaboration. So we have Meta. I think Facebook is just a branch of the Meta company. So in Meta, we have a lot of branches in Meta. We have for full stack develop, we have front end developers, we have backend developers, we have UI UX developers, we have DevOps engineers that control. We have cloud computer just in Meta. So it's not leaving the whole job to one single person, to one single person. So for you to really harness creativity, you must leverage collaboration, right? You have to work with a team. That's actually one way, working with a team. So you have to work with people from various backgrounds to gain fresh perspective. You have to work with people from various backgrounds to gain fresh perspective, right? You have to also engage in open source project. What do we mean by open source project? Is to contribute or to learn from collaborative, okay, coding communities. Like there's this platform called GitHub, which we'll be talking about soon. So it provides an opportunity for different permit me to use my field now, different developers or programmers to contribute to a particular project, right? So if you're working on an e-commerce website, it opens a way for both back-end developers, both UI, UX designers, both front-end developers to go through your project, right? So we have to engage in open source projects, right? So also we have to participate in hackathons. Hackathons are just competitive projects, right? I don't know if you would have heard what hackathon is. It's just like we have like just the way Hilda Baci went on a cookathon where she cooked consistently for how many days again I have forgotten already. So you have to participate in hackathons, and hackathons actually is geared towards tech, right? These are fast-paced environments that sparks innovation and out of the box thinking, like out of the box thinking. I think today some of my students finished a hackathon project where they were asked or tasked to create a hotel management system, right? A hotel management system, and they actually had to work with a team, which is leveraging collaboration. So they were participating in the hackathon, and they were at the same time working with a team. That is leveraging collaboration. That is leveraging collaboration. So the next we'll be looking at is using creativity boosting tools and technology. Using creativity boosting tools and technology. So, what are these creativity boosting tools? What are these creativity boosting tools? One of which is what we call mind mapping. Mind mapping. So, the truth is that before you go into a particular project, before you go into a particular project. One of the reasons why some persons get stuck into what we call creative block is that as soon as they have a project, they just venture into it, right? They just go straight into it without what we call mind mapping. Mind mapping. So mind mapping involves just visualizing connections between ideas to generate a new concept. It's visualizing connections between ideas to generate new concepts. So this is actually one great hack beyond creativity, beyond helping creativity. It's actually a great hack for both productivity and time management, mind mapping. It's actually a great hack to productivity and time management beyond creativity. So it's just like penning or thinking through, right? Thinking through and evaluating or representing our ideas in visual format, right? In visual format. So it's just like writing out a list, but in this case, in visual format, right? Penning down your goals in a visual format, what and what it would take for you to achieve that particular project. That's what mind mapping entails. But this time, you're not just writing them down, but you're writing them in visual format or kind of sketching it in visual format. So it's just like visualizing connection between ideas to generate new concepts. So using creativity and boosting tools and technique, one other is AI assisted tools, right? AI assisted tools. AI assisted tools are actually meant to help out in creativity, in unleashing our creativity, right? So as a graphic designer, part of what I have done was mastering colors in the initial stages when I started. I had to master colors because that's one key tool of what you can't do without in graphic design, right? In graphic design, you can't do without knowing color combinations, generating color palettes, understanding your color wheel, the color rules, and so much more. They help a lot. But still, notwithstanding, you can still use AI assisted tools like ChatGPT, we have Dale, we have Copilot, right? We have Copilot mostly used in Microsoft Edge. We have Copilot, we have Cloud AI, and so much more. We have so much more tools. So, like I remembered on one design project, beyond beyond using the rule of colors, I could just go to ChatGPT and ask what color will resonate with a food brand, right? And it's gonna output a lot of it, right? What kind of fonts could I use for a technology company logo? And I'll see a lot of output on that, which is going to save me from a lot of stress and help me to be more productive and more creative around my design work. So using creativity tools and technique like AI assisted tools, like I mentioned, ChatGPT and so much more. Also, we have some generative AI tools that helps to generate images and so much more, depending on the field you're working on, that helps you generate images to work on a particular project. So those are just AI assisted tools, right? Those are just AI assisted tools. Next, we'll be looking at break routines. Break routines. So why break routines? The truth is that at times your environment could be the reason why you're experiencing what we call creative block, right? creative block. So break the routines, change your environment. One of the greatest ways to unlock creativity is like taking a walk, exploring nature, just exploring nature. It fills or refuels your mind with a new energy, right? It refuels your mind with a new energy. So one of the breaking routines is changing your environment. Change your environment, right? Change your environment. I remember, I think couple of days ago, I was engaged with a particular project work, and and it was I just came to a point where I just felt so stuck, and I wasn't moving further forward nor backward. I had to pause it and take a walk. I had to change my particular environment. I went somewhere else, and just taking a walk was just the relief I needed. Right, was just the relief I needed. Exploring nature helps boost your creativity, right? Help boost your creativity. So another thing also is engage in non-tech hobbies. Engage in non-tech hobbies. What are these non-tech hobbies? They could be things you love, right? It could be one of the surest one is playing music, right? Playing music can spark literal thinking. Playing music while working helps spark literal thinking. So it could be writing, it could be painting. Some people, one of what they use is video games, but that's still a tech hobby, right? So I'll advise you go for something that is non-tech hobby, more natural to you. So like writing, playing of music, that sparks your thinking. So that helps to break routines, right? So another way of breaking your routine is taking break, taking breaks. So the truth is that um, based on proven records, I've discovered that no matter how you visualize through your creative process, the truth is that even when you go into the process itself, you would discover new things. What does that mean? It means that ideas do not come fully formed. Ideas do not come out fully formed. They unravel and open up as you get into work, right? So when if you feel stuck, take breaks. Take breaks. Step away from a problem. Stepping away from a problem often leads to a creative breakthrough. Stepping away from a problem often leads to a creative breakthrough. Often leads to a creative breakthrough. So learn from real world application. Learn from real world application. Learn from real world application. This is virtually one of the best and one of the most important strategies in unleashing your creativity or unlocking your creativity in the tech world is learning from real world applications, right? Learning from real work applications. So first, in learning from real work applications, you have to analyze case studies. Analyze case studies. And what do I mean by analyzing case studies? First, you have to study successful projects to understand the creative process. You have to study successful projects to understand the creative process. So when I was talking about creativity, about it's instigating either new innovations, problem solving innovations, right? So either new or already existing innovations. The truth is that innovations, not all innovation, but the majority of ideas that are bettered are not entirely new. They are just improved, right? They are just improved. So that's what learning from real world applications helps you do. When you analyze case studies, you have to study a successful project to understand the creative process. Study a successful project to understand the creative process. So we have other under learning the real world application. We also have reverse engineer solution, right? Reverse engineer solutions where you break down existing products to see how they work and find ways to improve them. After which we are going to go into practical ways where A lot of companies now learned from real world applications and improved brands that are now top of the world. Let me give an example is Apple. Apple. All of us can resonate. I think basically everyone here should be above 16 or more. Even if you're not above 16, you must have heard of Nokia and probably BlackBerry. So at that time, in the early 2000s, BlackBerry was on top of the world, right? Everywhere you turn to, both in Nigeria and in different developed countries in the world, BlackBerry was on top of the world. And also Nokia. You had Nokia and BlackBerry, they were on top of the world, right? So actually, what Apple did and Samsung and other companies that are now topping now, they learned from real world applications. They studied this successful project. They studied BlackBerry. They understood the creative process, right? Like the reverse engineering solution. I said, sorry, sorry about that. So they broke down the existing products to see how they work. So they took time to examine all these products to see how they work, and they now found ways of improving them, right? And that was how Apple continued improving to now being one of the top in the world, and also Samsung and others that are competing with them. So learning from real work applications helps you to harness creativity, right? Helps you to harness creativity. I remember I was in a creative session sometime last month teaching on this same topic of creativity, but that was in a graphic design class. And I told them that one way for unlocking your creativity is feeding your eyes with a lot of creative stuff. And someone asked the question, what are those creative stuff? Since it was geared towards graphic design, I told them some of those creative stuff is feeding your eyes with so many amazing graphic design work that I already done. So from that point, your creative libido is stirred up, and it now fills your head with creative visuals that spurs you into creating something really amazing, right? I know I'm taking time on this particular subject on learning from real world application. That has been one of the surest way to which creativity has been harnessed and changed our world in the 21st century, right? So like Sam Altman started with he was the one that resurrected AI, because artificial intelligence actually, okay, someone's mic. Can you please mute your mic to avoid affect? Okay, thank you very much. So, as I was saying, Sam Altman just brought back a technology, right? I'm finding it hard to recall the name now. The man who actually started artificial intelligence started in the late 19th century, where he believed that there are models that can act like humans, right? Building a model that can act as humans, right? That was where Sam Altman now resurrected the idea of artificial intelligence, which was already being worked upon. So it took him years to bring back to life. That was why it was OpenAI was launched in 2019. But even after OpenAI came, now we have a lot of AI tools beyond ChatGPT, right? We have Claude AI, we have AI generative AI tools for generating images like Leonardo AI, we have Rupic AI, and so much more that helps in. So some of those ideas now were ideas that were gotten from reverse engineer solutions, right? They broke down the product, like ChatGPT now, they broke down the product to see how they work, and they found ways of improving them. So if you I don't know how many of us are accustomed with AI images, you notice AI images are becoming more real. One of the frailty AI images had before was that the hands could never be equal. At times you see just three fingers, you see two fingers on the other hand, but now they are improving it gradually, right? They are improving it gradually. So learn from real world application, solve real problems, right? Solve real problems. Work on projects with practical application to keep creativity grounded. Solve real problems. Work on projects with practical applications that keeps creativity grounded. That keeps creativity grounded. So next, or finally, although I have more, but for the sake of time, we'll just base on the eight. So next is to foster a growth-oriented environment. Foster a growth-oriented environment. So so create a culture, right? That where questioning the status quo is valued. So foster a growth-oriented environment, right? Your environment actually helps spurs your creativity. Think I was reading Time Management by Brian Tracy, and it was like when your desk is cleared and when your environment is neat and well arranged, it helps you think better. It helps you think better. So foster a growth oriented environment. So fostering a growth oriented environment does not just limit itself to where you are working or your workspace. Fostering a growth oriented environment involves providing resources. What do I mean by providing resources? You have to invest in tools, right? Invest in tools. I told you I just paid for a course this evening, just about a few hours before to learn a new tool on graphic design, even after I've gone deep into it. But I just want to explore more, which is fostering a growth oriented environment. So one, provide resources. And in providing resources, it involves investing in tools, right? Investing in tools. Like there are some limitations you could get if you don't have access to some particular tools. Like in graphic design now, we have some tools like uh, the Adobe tools, like Photoshop, Illustrator, some that are paid, right? They are not free. They are not free. But for you to achieve some particular task and to get a particular creative result, you have to pay the price of investing in tools. You have to invest in courses, right? Invest in taking courses is very necessary. In fact, that's one of the surest way of unlocking your creativity. I remember Elon Musk, right? He has before SpaceX came out, they did three trials that he spent millions of dollars. The day it succeeded, he even cried because of the investments he made. He made a very daring investment. If it does not work, he did it once, did it twice with a lot of contentions and repulsions, but he took time to invest in tools. And he also, I was listening to one of his podcasts. He even cried in the podcast because he took time to learn. I discovered in his early days, I now understand why he's on top of the world because he invested so much on learning. Like I was wondering if he was still human. I was saying in his early days, some years of his life, he spends 22 hours daily learning, learning and implementing 22 hours every single day. You know what it means? That means he's sleeping maximum 2 hours consistently. If you try that for a week, I know a lot of persons will fall sick because you're not used to it. So he spent 22 hours learning. So he invested in taking courses, he invested in tools. You can invest also in courses or workshops that promote creative growth, right? Invest in tools, invest in courses, invest in workshops that promote creative growth. And one of it is listening to podcasts. You have podcasts that helps stimulate your growth. Because the truth is that creativity is all about the mind and everything, and your mind is you, right? Your mind is you, and anything that affects you automatically affects your mind. So beyond the tech space, invest in productivity, things that spurs your productivity, because productivity helps and gives room to creativity, right? When you're productive, it automatically warrants that you will be creative. So invest in things, listen to take courses, listen to podcasts, watch audio sessions that are meant to promote your creative growth? It seems we are making a whole lot of process, right? Progress. Is someone still with me? If you are with me, can you please send in some reactions into the group to see if we are still following? Are we still following? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, let's go ahead. So next we'll be looking at tools for creative tech work. Tools for creative tech work. So what are some of the tools for creative tech work? Um, as I said, to be creative in tech work depends on the field where you are looking at, right? Depends on the field where you are looking at. So what I just listed out for across different fields in the tech world. So one of which is Adobe Photoshop. Adobe Photoshop. So what is Adobe Photoshop? So Adobe Photoshop is actually a versatile and powerful tool in the world of design, right? In graphic design. It's actually, I know most of us would have heard of Photoshop. So it's actually a powerful tool that helps in photo editing and manipulation and retouching. And it also helps in graphic design. It's also a tool that is used for graphic design work. It's a tool that is used for graphic design work. So another tool for creative tech work is GitHub. GitHub. And what is GitHub? GitHub is actually a web-based platform that provides a collaborative environment for developers to manage, store, and share their code using Git version control. So what GitHub really is just like a platform where code by programmers can actually be stored, can actually be made reference to, and can actually be shared also using what we call Git version control. So that's what GitHub mainly is for. GitHub is a tool for programmers. Actually, a tool for programmers. So what is Figma? Number three is Figma. So Figma is actually used for UI UX. Remembered earlier I mentioned UI UX, right? UI UX as part of a field in tech that you can make do with. So Figma is actually one great tool used for UI UX for web design, for web design, creating web layouts. We use Figma for it. So finally, over here, for because of our limited time, we have Notion. We have Notion. So what is Notion? So Notion is actually an all-in-one productivity and collaboration platform. It's an all-in-one productivity and collaboration platform that helps individuals and team organize, manage, and collaborate on their work. It helps individuals and teams collaborate on their work. So a summary of what Notion is that it's actually for note taking and basically for product management. For project management. So I said project management is one of the soft tech skills, right? So one tech tool for project management is what we call Notion. Is what we call Notion. So we have many more tools like Canva for designs. Also, we have VS Code for coding. We have we have we have programming languages like Python for ethical hacking. You remember I said cybersecurity, right? We have Python for that. We have Java for game development. And for I said game development is also part of software engineering and so much more. So we have many creative tools for tech work, and these are just the basic few I listed out. These are the basic few I listed out. So finally, one of the things we'll be looking at is case studies of creativity in tech. Case studies of creativity in tech. Is someone still following? Is someone still following? Can you please send it
Yes,
to
sir. We are with
thank
you. Yes,
thank you
sir.
very much. Thank you very much. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. I can see we have some great minds following. So what are the case studies of creativity in tech? We are going to be looking at some practical case studies of creativity in tech, and one of it is Tesla. Is Tesla. So we all know Tesla, right? The automobile company by Elon Musk.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. So Tesla is one of the case studies of creativity in tech. So what Elon Musk basically did, like Tesla is a redefined an automotive energy industry with bold creative thinking and focus on sustainability. So what Tesla did is that it took automobiles from just cars, right? So in Tesla are not just cars, right? They are not just vehicles. Tesla cars are not just vehicles. They are cutting edge tech platforms. If you have heard of it, you should relate to this. So Tesla cars are not just vehicles. They are cutting edge tech platforms with features like autonomous driving capabilities that all of us know as autopilot, right? It has autonomous driving capabilities that helps and aids. In fact, if you haven't tried a car before, Tesla is just perfect for you because you might not even need little or zero driving skills to use a Tesla car. So Tesla exceeds just vehicles, right? It exceeds just vehicle. So it has the over-air softwares that ensures vehicles improve over time. It has over-air software updates. So Tesla is just like a software also. The vehicle is just like the car is just like a software that it's always updated, right? I discovered some people were complaining that there were times that autopilot failed, although they are few and minimal. There are times that autopilot didn't save the day, and there were other times, risky times that were unexpected, that autopilot actually saved a lot of lives because it was an unexpected accident, and all of a sudden the autopilot was ready for work, right? So beyond those complaints, they have software updates, over air software updates that helps them to improve the vehicles over time. Helps them improve the vehicles over time. So it has minimalistic interior design centered around single screen touch, right? There are little designs in it. It's just centered around single screen touch for you to just maneuver your way through everything just at convenience, right? It's reimagined what a car interface looks like. So you remember I was saying you should work on a real life project, right? So what they just did was that they leveraged creativity to improve cars to being not just vehicles, right? So all vehicles, no matter how the company is, it Kia, is it Toyota, is it Ford, is it call name them. You notice no matter how their interior or exterior design looks quite fascinating. We have Hyundai and so much more. You notice the difference are just little, and most times it's just their exterior and interior. Sorry, it's just their exterior and interior designs, right? But their their look are very little. But what Tesla brought to the table was totally different. That was a case of total creativity, right? That was a case of total creativity. So finally, I'll still be bringing in a case study. So let me see if I can share my screen on that. Although it was not well documented. So I'm walking to share my screen quickly. Okay. So, can you see my screen, please?
Yeah. We can see it, sir.
All right, thank you very much. So
Yeah.
this is actually a logo design I handled for a client early, I think
Wow.
should be early this year or last year. So this is actually a case scenario of exploring creativity. So the message I was trying to pass out was the name of it is Public Pulpit. So first of all, what I didn't document, I because of time, I would have documented the brand strategy and the brand vision and mission. So it's actually a kind of a page on Twitter, right? That shows some kind of special news in Nigerian languages, right? That displays some kind of special news, funny names in Nigerian language. So public pulpit. So first of all, when you hear public pulpit, what comes to your mind is first information is about being passed, right? The pulpit is just like a forum where information is being passed. It's either be religious, it could be either be informative and across different fields. So now that's where this innovation and creativity comes in, right? That's where it comes in. So when you see this logo, first and foremost, your mind goes to the message it's passing, right? No one needs to tell you this is public pulpit before you know it is a public pulpit, right? That entails information being passed to a particular audience. So that's basically it for that. So we have many more case scenarios or case studies where technological creativity were used to create lasting solutions in the tech world that has affected many lives today. That has affected many lives today. So we'll not be going further from this point tonight. But I'll urge every one of us to implore and use some of those strategies to harness creativity and unlock our creativity in the tech world, which we talked about adopting a creative mindset, talk about expanding your knowledge base, practicing thinking. So first thing first, we've talked about a lot of tools, right? We talked about the strategies also. But for you to be able to make impact and being creative in the tech world, first and foremost, you must take a tech skill and take a skill that resonates with your purpose, right? Take a skill that resonates with what you love, what you want to achieve. So I mentioned a lot of tech skills in different fields, like a lot some persons love games. You can channel your idea. I remember Barack Obama when he was still the president of America, he said something that instead of just playing games, why not create one? Right? So instead of just consuming, why not implore creativity to be a creator, right? To be a creator. So there is more to life than just consumption. There is more to life than just consumption. We are meant to give out. We are meant to give out. So first and foremost, you can make do of a tech skill that resonates with what you love, right? That resonates with what you love. Um, some people you can decide to protect the vulnerability of sites. Like some of us have been victims. Some of us have been victims of fraud in the online space, isn't it? Some I don't know if any of us can relate to that. Some of us have been victims of fraud in the online space. That can lead you into learning cybersecurity, where you can actually learn ethical hacking or IoT cybersecurity, where you can protect the vulnerability of software and a site from being hacked by hackers, right? So you can channel your pain points, right? And channel either your pain points or your passion in the tech world and harness your creativity and thrive in 2025. And thrive in 2025. So, lastly, before I forget, there's something I always say. I know basically almost all of us are religious persons. So while I was studying through this book, Richest Man in Babylon, by Mr. Larson, there was a chapter that was talking about the goddess of wealth, something like that. So I was now wondering what concern a goddess in wealth, right? What concerns spirituality. So the truth is that there's actually a high role of spirituality that is involved with how things are done physically. So I say there will be no equal functionality when you separate humanity from divinity, right? There will be no even functionality when you separate humanity from divinity. So I'm not here to preach, but I'm just here to tell you that to every side of humanity, there is always a role for divinity, right? To every aspect of humanity, there is always a role for divinity. So one of the surest ways, or one of the ways you can unlock your creativity is to, we all know we have a creator, is to have an encounter with the creative creator. So another way is involving divinity with humanity. That's also another way for harnessing your creativity. Thank you very much. So I think that's basically all we will be looking at this night. Thank you very much for the privilege and the stage
Very
also.
much, sir.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
All
you.
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you, sir.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
Wow. 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 So much value. So much value. I think
You
I
have
think
so much
we
value.
we
Have
need
really
we need
impacted.
yeah, thank you. We need to share your link of some of your courses so that 2025 some persons on this call and some persons on the group will take some of the courses and make sure that it's worth learning. So we are really grateful for that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Really think
Thank you.
we are really grateful. I remember one of his presentation, he said something. He said for you to leverage collaboration, you have to engage with people. And he talked about something again. He said stepping away from a problem often leads to a breakthrough. Yeah. When I saw this one, I was like, wow, this is something that I so much love about. Sometimes when I'm having a problem, I'll just stay back. So I was like feeling like, well, I should do more of it. And also he said something again. He said your mind is what you really need to work on for you to have a creative and awesome breakthrough. I remember that one. So I constructed it. Now, thank you, Mr. Sam. We are really grateful for the awesome time. Our speaker, Mr. Zax, is around, and I want to quickly welcome him because yesterday we had a technical glitch, and I would love to for us to have a brief session with him. He's not going to take much of our time, and I believe it's going to be an awesome one. Please, at this moment, let's sit back and listen to a short message he had for us. Thank you.